chance to look at the tape from the other night, and are you still as happy with the effort? And maybe what's behind that kind of a win? Were you pretty happy?
Well, I thought we were, and for the last little while, I just thought we stayed with it. We give up the first goal again. We didn't get hurt after you give up one. I think during this year, a number of times you get hurt once and then bang, it's another one, or bang. It's happened 2 or 3 times in a row a number of times this year. We just held our focus. I think our patience with our team is better, and just trying to grind away, stay within our structure, and play. I thought we hold that team to 10 scoring chances. I thought we played probably one of our most consistent games of the year in all phases. Our power play wasn't great, but we scored a huge power play goal at the end when we needed it. Our penalty killing was good. I thought we defended well, created 17 or 18 scoring chances, and I just thought we were consistent through the game. And Corpy was good when he needed to be.
2 of the last 3 games, we talked about defensive effort. Is that type of thing contagious? Especially the style of play that you want, keep them away from the goal.
Yeah, and I was just talking to Bob about that. I think that's one of the most consistent things in our game this year is around our goalie, not allowing people to stand over him. We talk about taking care of our goal, our blue. If teams are getting you there, that's a stake. That's a stake to your gut. You can't allow people to stand in there. You can't allow people to play in there. And as we've grown as playing a better defense, we still have some struggles within the end zone. But around our net, I think we've done a really good job consistently being mindful to knock people down and get them away from our goalie.
Savard will be a part of that effort tonight.
Savard will be part of that effort tonight. Yes.
Who comes out?
Cody. And one thing with Cody, I thought he played his best game since he's been back the other night. I thought he played well. So it's not due to play. It's just the world Cody's in right now. I want to get Savvy back in. We consider him one of our top 4. So Cody comes out now. I thought Toots and Prouder played really well the other night, and we'll stay with it like that for now for tonight's game.
These last 8, 10 games, in your eyes, is this the high watermark of your tenure here? I mean, the numbers say yes.
Yeah, you know what? I don't look at it that way. We have to be better each and every night if we want to talk about a high watermark, because I think we need to be a better team. We need to continue to get better. We found a way to get some points. Korpisalo has been a big part of that, as all teams. As I say, it's not a surprise when your goalie's playing well, as he is, you find ways to get points. But I don't even want to discuss high watermark, because we still have a lot of things we need to do to be a better hockey club.
Well, you've talked about splitting up your number 1 pairing. Will you do any of that tonight, or you want him to ease into it?
Well, I don't buy into the ease in. I don't buy into he's 80%, he's 90%, and all the percentages with injuries, and he needs to practice 3 days before he plays. He's going to play, and there'll be rust. He'll make some mistakes, but he's going to play. And where it all falls as far as within our pairs, we'll see as the game goes on.
A young kid, he's not playing a lot.
Yeah.
Are you worried about his development being stunted at this point?
Yeah. It's just Corpy's played so well, and our schedule. Remember at the beginning there where our schedule was. I think we're reaping some of the benefit now. We have some games spread out here. I can't get too caught up in that Anton isn't playing. He's going to have an opportunity to play. He's still very early in his career. We're trying to win every game. And Corpy is rested. He's a young kid. We have enough days off. We're going to field the best team we can, and so I have to look by that part. As much as it's a great question, because I think about development every day with all players here, because I think that's the situation we're in as a club here. But with a goaltending situation, we want to win. And we're going to win if you have your best goalie in. And Corpy has played better than Anton, so he's going to stay in there until we see fit.
Savvy be with Jack?
Savvy will start with Jack, yeah.
Is this, we hear the term desperate team a lot. Is this the time of the year when that applies to, say, an opponent like Ottawa or lot of other teams in their position right now.
Yeah. Well, I think when you play every night, anytime you play a game, you should be a desperate team, no matter what you are in the standings. I don't know how to answer that. I want our team, no matter who it is, no matter where they are in the standings, to play as hard as they possibly can, no matter where we're in the standings. And we've been there for quite a bit here, but it should not affect the effort of your players. They are pros. This is their job. They should be preparing every day to be the best they can be and play the games as hard as they can play, no matter who they're playing, no matter what the other team is in the standings or where they're at.
It seemed like you guys played with more attitude against the Ducks. Is that because of the challenge of the Ducks? Or was this different feeling on the bench for you?
Well, we talked about it. It's a team that was playing very well, and it's a big team. Jody, with this 5-game homestand, before we even started it, we've been talking quite a bit this year just about our whole team identity as what we're going to be as a club, as we're trying to climb and be the team we want to be. Part of that identity is how you play at home, what teams expect when they come into the building. I think we scratched the surface a little bit the other night, the way we played against Anaheim. I thought we were physical at the right times. Prouder ends up in a good fight, gets challenged and fights. We were good around our net. So for us to correct the situation as far as standings are concerned for our team as we move forward as an organization, we have to be better. We have to be harder as a hockey club, especially at home. And so we're trying to use this little bubble of 5 games to try to develop that a little bit. I think we have another 5 or 6 game homestand before we leave. So we're trying to use that as to develop us that way. So I thought we scratched the surface the other night against Anaheim.
Johnny, a big part of that is that forecheck, getting early, get on early,
Yeah.
and get to them.
Yeah, I thought our forechecking was. I think Doobie's line has led the way in being hard. I think your forecheck starts with your decision making. I think our decision making, knock on wood, I hope I don't screw it up tonight and jinx it. I think we've made really good decisions with the puck in the neutral zone. I think we've made plays when the plays are there. When we're jammed up in that neutral zone, we've made right decisions to give ourselves a chance to forecheck. I think that has helped us in creating some scoring chances, especially the other night. I thought we were really good underneath the hash marks. And it is. That's part of the way we want to play. It's part of how all teams want to play. They want to play in the other team's end zone. In the last little while, I think we've been more consistent. Does it solve who we are? And have we got to the point where it's a instinct and that's who we are? Not a chance. We have to continue to work at it.
What's your pre-scout tell you about Ottawa?
I don't have a pre-scout. I shouldn't say that. We do watch it. Mostly the stuff that'll get to the players will be special teams and what they're doing. A few games ago, I think they have 2 games scoring 5 or 6 goals. There's some explosive players there. Obviously, you got to watch number 65 and what he's doing. But we really don't spend much time because, as I always say, we got enough things going on in our house we need to worry about that. We don't want to give the players too much. Let's just concentrate how we're going to execute. Yeah, I mean, I know it's not what you want to hear, but I don't think the game's that difficult. I think you really have to execute your game. Yeah.
Coach, have you ever been, in all your years, think back to when, at around a trade deadline, your team had a real solid injection, like the effect that you have on players?
You know, I was talking with Portsy. Portsy's not here. We were talking the other day, and it goes unnoticed. When the year when I was in Tampa, the years I was there, in 2004, when we won the Stanley Cup, in fact, he came from this organization. And it didn't happen right at the trading deadline. It kind of went unnoticed. When we got Darryl Sador, and I think it was probably a couple of months before the deadline, because we wanted to try to fix our problem on defense early on to get him instilled into our team concept. We brought Sid in, and that put us over the top as far as our back end. And you guys know him. He competed, and he was just the right fit for us. And unfortunately, we end up finding our way and win the Stanley Cup, and he was a huge part of it. So I can understand, especially in that position, defense, because there's just, and I don't want to, there's just not a lot of good ones out there. To get someone like that, sure. I'm not sure how it's felt out there, how it's going. I haven't watched much, but yeah, that's a big boost, and you guys are fighting for your life to get in there, and hopefully that helps you. Hope it doesn't help you tonight, but along the way, I wish you good luck.
Thanks.
Good. Thanks, guys.